Welcome to the ERN Spotlight with Ari Lipto. Welcome to the ERN Spotlight. I'm Ari Levertov, and today we're sitting with Eli Green. Eli, can you tell us what you do for a living? What is your business?
Yes, I have a diamond jewelry business. What we do is we manufacture high quality golden diamond jewelry, or the
Cool. How do you get started in that?
So I started in wholesale about 14 years ago. With my brother. My brother's was in the industry for about 10 years at the time. I started with a company that manufactured eternity bands. So we would cut the diamonds in specific shapes, exact sizes to be perfectly symmetrical in a piece of, in an eternity band. My job when I started was to go through the stones, pick all the stones, make sure everything matched perfectly in measurement and quality, clarity, color, all these things. Went through hundreds of stones a day to provide for these different customers that either we put them in our own rings and sell them, or people that wanted to make their own. So that gave me a crash course in diamonds. Really got to understand the clarities, the colors, all the cuts and everything, and to really be able to put together a beautiful piece of jewelry. And from there, I went on to doing sales and traveled the United States. We made a very, very high quality product. So we sold to the top retail stores in America, websites, and my experience was really in high quality jewelry. I got involved in the manufacturing as well, so got to understand that. And from there,
Was it like a wholesale style?
this is all wholesale, large quantities, large production. We had to keep it very consistent, so it wasn't just a one-off piece here and there. Everything had to be cut exact, delivering the same product again and again. It's not just a simple product, it's diamonds and jewelry. So every diamond's different, so really it had to be cut perfect and exact. Can't just piece together pieces here and there. So that's what we did there. And from there, when I left that company, we joined another company where I helped start up, develop their product line, we helped them run their operation. And I did that twice. Moved to another company a few years down the line after that. And about 4 years ago, I started my own business. And then I started selling to people who are going to wear their jewelry, people having symptoms. And that's really what was really meaningful and special to me. That's what I do today.
Interesting. And if you were putting a message out there, what would be like an edge or a reason why someone would choose to go with your jewelry company over another? Or why would they choose to work with you?
I think a few things that we stand out from the industry would be, for us, it's all about the customer experience. And I mean, I'm sure many people say that, but you walk into a jewelry store, you have a limited amount of products to choose from. You try to pick your best option. It can be very pressured as well. Sometimes you're looking for an engagement ring. There's a lot of expectations that you're going to go in and buy something. And so for us, we really understand that it's a very important time in your life. You want to have that time to really be educated in the process. What shapes do you like? What styles do you like? Not feel that pressure and not feel like you have to select something that's available. So we do custom manufacturing. And for me, everything is about the customer. It's about the experience. It's about if somebody's getting engaged, I want that. It's one of the most important times of their life. I would like that, the jewelry buying part of that to be as beautiful as everything else that's going on in their life. So we try to provide that experience. So it's very personal for us. I'll do a one-on-one home visits. We'll come out to you. We'll come to your home, come to your office, show you a nice selection of different options, work through all the different details, really personalize the jewelry to exactly what you like. So you're not limited to any specific style, any specific anything. Besides for that, I have a lot of experience with manufacturing for the highest end of the industry. So the quality is very consistent, it's very high quality. We're very happy with that. Those are some of the main things I was saying.
Okay, consistent. Definitely customer experience.
Customer experience is
obviously that's the way that you want them to be happy. How you're serving them, but every industry obviously has their nuances or things that, that customers don't necessarily know because they're not in that industry. What is one thing that you wish potential or you would like to put out there that potential customers would know about the industry?
One thing I would say is that jewelry is made all over the world, sometimes high quality, sometimes low quality. So I would think that it's important that every person gets comfortable working with a few different jewelers, whether it's a few jewelry stores that you like, that you've had a good experience with. The quality's there, the price isn't crazy. Sometimes retail pricing can be ridiculous, especially if they're going through many, many hands until it finally ends up in their store. So I would say find someone that you can build a relationship with, that you trust, that understands what you like and can cater to your needs.
Okay. Can you share an example or more than one of how your business evolved from when you get started till it is now and why it has in that kind of way?
Sure. I'd say the biggest change for me was switching to selling to people that are actually going to be wearing the jewelry. My experience for 10 years has been in wholesale and manufacturing. Very, very different kind of customer, very different kind of way I operated the business. We always were doing large quantities, very dealing with a lot of corporate companies. So it's very specific kind of product many, many, many times. That was our focus. For me, once I started making jewelry for family a little bit, their close friends, and being involved in these special occasions in people's lives, that to me was so fulfilling, so meaningful. Pricing, they were getting much cheaper pricing, much higher quality than they were expecting. It was a beautiful experience. So that's something that I really started to add and try to put my focus there. And as time went on, I transitioned more into selling and creating jewelry for people that are going to be wearing it.
Really
That was
dealing
the
with the
big
end
shift for
user.
me. Dealing with the end user. That's really what's so beautiful for me about this. It's dealing with simchas, with making people happy. It's really the most important times in people's lives. So some people don't have the patience for it. They don't, they want to keep business very, very cut and dry, and this is how it is to me. I really enjoy sitting with people. I enjoy their stories. To me, it makes it more exciting. It makes me help them design a piece of jewelry that's more unique to them, and it helps me provide a better experience to them. So that's our main focus these days.
You're good. Now, based on your experience, what would you advise is the best way to handle both negative and positive customer feedback?
So for me, I think every business is dependent on all their customers. Obviously, if you have happy customers, you have a business to grow. If you don't have happy customers, then what are you doing? So obviously,
That's right.
good, yeah. Obviously, good feedback it's the driving force in the business. It helps you tremendously. Helps you, you learn from it. It helps you want to give more and repeat what people are showing that they're happy with. And bad feedback, which try to avoid as much as possible, but here and there it's inevitable. You do your best to learn from it and make it right. For us, I mean, we do a lot of custom jewelry, so Baruch Hashem, I'd say most of the time our customers are very, very happy with our product and service. If for some reason something needs to be changed or whatever it is, we're gonna do 100 and 200% to make sure but that at the end we're gonna leave you very, very happy.
Okay. Now switching to a more personal side, assuming
Okay.
that you have one, what would you say is what's the best way to maintain a healthy work-life balance? And I can imagine in your space, especially, Sanim calls are calling where the parents are calling at all different hours, and maybe not when they're picking it up or whatnot, but just in general.
Right. So it's definitely a challenge as a business owner. You work at all different times. For me, I would say that having a good schedule is very, very important, at least for most of what you have to do throughout your day. Try to have your specific tasks, specific hours throughout the day. For me, sometimes some days I have the opportunity to work from home. On those days, my kids usually come home, let's say around 4 o'clock. I try to really, to the best of my ability, get everything that I need to get done that's very time sensitive before then, so I could spend some quality time with my children till they're able to go to bed. And if I'm really rushed or whatever it is, anything I need to do, I try to push off for after hours, weekends, try to avoid it. But that's how it goes. And And another thing I would say is that there's always so much to do. There's always more to do. There's always more to grow, more to build. I would say that we have to have our life in balance, to have a healthy mindset, to be able to operate the business well, to be a good father, to be a good husband. I'd say that you have to trust God that everything you're doing is going to move forward. It's going to work well, and just and do what you know is right. Put your time into your work, put your time into your family, into whatever else is important to you, whether that's learning, education, hobbies. Would try to balance out that so you have a healthy mindset in the end.
Really a good goal to have. What are 3 pieces of advice you give to aspiring entrepreneurs who are just starting in the journey?
I'm just starting. Um, 3 pieces of advice. Okay, the first thing I would say is surround yourself with a network of good people, people that, first of all, a good team, just immediate around you, people that you're going to be working with in whatever industry you're in. Another thing would be to have a mentor, have people that you look up to that already have either achieved what you're looking for or have, a successful businesses that you can take advice from. You should always research in your own business and see how you can move forward. But if you find someone who's had that experience in the past, that will help you move forward much faster. I think that's very important to help you get through those difficult times, the challenges, things like that. I would say keep educating, keep learning. If you're good at a craft, you're good at you have some skill, and that's why you started your business. There's so much about business that there is to learn. So keep educating, keep learning.
Learning.
What?
So always learning.
Always learning. Always learning. Keep growing. Keep moving forward. And for me, one thing that's very valuable that I love to keep in mind is that we're all here in this world to be in service of our families, the people around us. God gave a specific set of skills and tools for us to be able to serve others. So I would say have that as a focus when you're growing your business, and your customers will appreciate it more. They're going to feel that you're really here for them. Obviously, it has to be genuine. It can't be something you're making up. Um, and we're all in service to God. So if you keep that in mind, then those values that are so important to you will shine through in your business. If you realize that you're doing this to serve God, you're serving people, and that's why you're providing your service or selling your product, then it really just makes that little shift that really puts things over the edge in a positive way, for me anyways. So that would be my advice.
Great, Chris. Some great tips there. Thank you for the great interview, Eli. How can people get in touch with you?
So the easiest way is to call, WhatsApp. Phone number is 646-276-3100. You can also find us on Instagram at Green GREEN_jewelers with an S, and at our website at greenjewelers.co.
Awesome. Thank you, Ali. Until next time, thanks for watching the ERN Spotlight.
Thank you.